Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Medical Owls. I am Shyam Narayan Yadav. So we are going to discuss today function, or you can say the different type of circulation. So in last video we discussed about the anatomy of heart. It mainly we focus structure. After that, the second video I posted, that was the means physiology of circulation, or you can say the function of heart. Today we are going to discuss about the type of circulation. What are the different type of circulation? So according to cardiovascular system, mainly three type of circulations are there. Actually in our body have four type of circulation. One comes under the digestive system, that portal circulation, that we'll discuss in digestive system. So as we discussed in cardiovascular system, so we are going to discuss the type of circulation based on cardiovascular. So there are three type of circulations are there. Okay, circulation means how bloods are circulated in our body, that is called the types of circulation. So first one is called, we have pulmonary circulation. First we are going to discuss about pulmonary circulation, that is called pulmonary circulation. Okay, so this is the first circulation. Second one we have systemic circulation. Second we have systemic circulation. So we are going to discuss what is meaning of systemic circulation. Okay, the third one is called coronary circulation. Okay, so in our, according to cardiovascular system, there are three type of circulations are there: pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation, and coronary circulation. So what is the meaning of pulmonary? Okay, pulmonary means lungs. The meaning of pulmonary is called the lungs. So blood circulation to the lungs. So why bloods are circulated towards the lungs? Because lungs is helping for oxygenation. Okay, so as our cell tissue produce huge amount of waste product in the form of carbon dioxide as a byproduct due to the cellular respiration, due to metabolic respiration. Okay, huge amount of carbon dioxides are produced, and lots of waste products are released by cell tissue. So that waste product like CO2, metabolic waste product, that mainly mixed with our blood, dissolved with our blood, that is called deoxygenated blood. Okay, so that deoxygenated blood should be oxygenated. This type of oxygenation takes place in pulmonary circulation. We are going to discuss about the pulmonary circulation. We will start with this diagram. If you see, this is the structure of heart. So as you know that the different part of heart: superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, pulmonary artery, this is called pulmonary vein, and here we have left ventricle, this is called left ventricle, this is called left atrium we have. Okay, this one is called right ventricle, this is called the right atrium. So just you can see here the arrow which indicate how the bloods are coming inside, going outside. So that arrow only indicate the type of circulation. So superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. So vena cava is the largest vein. So what they do, they collect a deoxygenated blood. The vena cava collects deoxygenated blood. So you can see that the right part of our heart is mainly indicated with a color blue color. You can see here in diagram, it is a blue color. Why? Because when our blood becomes deoxygenated, it turns into bluish color. So you can see superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. It collects deoxygenated blood. It mainly collects deoxygenated blood. So once the deoxygenated bloods are collected by inferior vena cava from the lower part of our body, superior vena cava from the upper part of our body, gives to the right atrium. That atrium comes to the right ventricle with the help of tricuspid valve. Now our pulmonary circulation start from right ventricle. So what is called pulmonary circulation? When our right ventricle, this is the right ventricle, pumps blood. Okay, blood mainly moves into pulmonary artery. What is called pulmonary? Pulmonary means lungs. Artery is a blood vessel which transport blood away from the heart. So you can see from the heart, bloods are mainly transported to the lungs. So pulmonary artery transport, or you can say carry, blood from our right ventricle, gives to the lungs. In the lungs, blood become oxygenated. This oxygenated blood is collected by again pulmonary vein. So what is called the vein? The meaning of vein is the type of a blood vessel which collect the blood. Okay, artery always carry the blood away from the heart, whereas the vein always carry blood towards the heart. This is the difference between artery and a vein, you have to remember. So we'll see that first one is called pulmonary circulation. So we are going to start with pulmonary circulation. So what is called pulmonary circulation? We will discuss with the help of one single diagram that will be very useful for understanding purpose. Just you see here. First, we have to start from right ventricle. Every circulation starts from ventricle. So when right ventricle, always remember, when right ventricle pumps blood. So where it goes? Where the blood goes? When the right ventricle pumps blood. So just to see that, here we have right ventricle. When the right ventricle pumps blood, okay, you can see blood is moving into, okay, pulmonary artery. Now what will happen? You can see blood moves into pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary artery. Pulmonary means lungs. Artery means which transport blood, okay, from ventricle to the lungs. Then where blood goes? So pulmonary artery gives blood to the lungs. So blood goes into the lungs. In the lungs, what will happen? So we discussed that. Okay, so lungs, the main part of our lungs. Okay, the main function of our lungs is that exchange of gases. So suppose this is the diagram of a very short diagram of our lungs. Very small diagram we are discussing. So suppose these are the alveoli. So we have number of millions of alveoli are there. These are the alveoli like that balloon-like structure thin elastic, which is helping for oxygenation of blood. So we have lots of alveoli. These alveoli are very thin, which are helping for exchange of gases. Okay. So now we can see that in the lungs, oxygenation take place. In the lungs, what will happen? In lungs, oxygenation, or you can say the exchange of gases. So what type of exchange take place? Exchange of gases take place in our lungs. Like lungs gives, okay, lungs gives oxygen to blood. Okay, lungs gives oxygen to blood. Okay, that is called the exchange of gases. Whereas in our blood, deoxygenated blood as consists carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is taken by the lungs and that moves out from the lungs. Okay, so this is called the exchange of gases, or it is also known as process is called oxygenation. This process is also known as oxygenation. So always remember, oxygenation take place in our lungs. Okay, oxygenation take place in our lungs. Now what will happen? In blood, sorry, in lungs, blood become fully oxygenated. Now this oxygenated blood should reach to the left part of our heart. So left part of our heart, if you see that indicated with a red color. Now we will see, once the blood become oxygenated, it turns into the reddish color, red color, become very dark red. Now you can see, so the lungs, so after the lungs, blood is collected by pulmonary vein. Pulmo means lungs. Okay, pulmonary vein means which are mainly collecting the blood from the lungs. So where it gives? It gives to our left atrium. It gives to left atrium. So this is called the pulmonary circulation. So when right ventricle, in this diagram if you see that, when the right ventricle pumps blood, blood goes into the pulmonary artery. From the pulmonary artery, okay, blood goes to the lungs. In the lungs, oxygenation takes place. Okay, now you can see that from the lungs, okay, oxygenation takes place. Now when the blood passes into the lungs, oxygenation takes place. After oxygenation, it is collected, so blood become reddish, fully okay, oxygenated, collected by pulmonary vein. This pulmonary vein gives the blood to our left atrium. This process is called the pulmonary circulation. I hope everyone is clear about this pulmonary circulation. If you feel any confusion regarding this, you can comment on the box. So very simple. What is called pulmonary circulation? When right ventricle pumps blood, blood goes into the pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery, you can see right pulmonary artery you have, left pulmonary artery you have. Right pulmonary artery carry blood to the right lungs, left pulmonary artery carry to the left lungs. In the lungs, blood become oxygenated. Okay, once the blood is oxygenated, carbon dioxides are removed. Now blood is collected by pulmonary vein and gives to the left atrium. This process is called pulmonary circulation. So very simple, okay, very simple flow chart we discuss. So this diagrams, okay, shows that, okay, how pulmonary circulation takes place in our body, how blood is oxygenated. So left ventricle pumps blood, blood goes into pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery, blood goes into the lungs. In the lungs, blood is oxygenated, means exchange of gases. So lungs gives our carbon dioxide to the blood. So our hemoglobin, mainly RBC, get oxygen. And in our RBC have lots of CO2. That CO2 is mainly removed out. So that is called oxygenation. Okay, once the blood become oxygenated, okay, that is collected by pulmonary vein. Now you can see the color of our blood become red because it consists the number of lots of oxygen, nutrients. So that is mainly carried into left atrium. So this process is called pulmonary circulation. So we have completed pulmonary circulation. Next we are going to discuss what is called systemic circulation. Just see the word. Systemic means the system of body. It supply blood to the different system of our body. So every system of our body, they require oxygen. Our body require huge amount of oxygen. So who is supplying oxygenated blood to the different cell tissue? Systemic circulation supply oxygen and nutrients to the different parts of our body. So we are going to discuss, this is called pulmonary. Now we are going to discuss about systemic circulation. So we'll see what is called systemic circulation. So now systemic circulation. So again it starts from the ventricle. Okay, it always starts from the every circulation starts from ventricles. So here we have left ventricle. Now, so pulmonary vein collects blood, gives to the input to the pulmonary artery, gives to the left atrium. Now left atrium pumps blood goes into the left ventricle. Now when the left ventricle contracts, okay, then bloods are ejected, bloods are pumped into the aorta. Through the aorta goes to the artery and supplied to the different cell tissue. We will see that when left ventricle, when left ventricle, when the left ventricle pumps blood where it goes. So when the left ventricle pumps blood goes into the aorta. This is called the aorta. Okay, so when left ventricle pumps blood goes into the aorta. So aorta is the largest one. So we have very few number of aorta. So it is divided into lots of arteries. Okay, arteries. Then it is divided into number of arterioles, capillaries. Okay, so arterioles we have. After that artery, then arterioles. These are the very fine, smaller than capillaries. Okay, through the capillaries, okay, oxygen and nutrients are mainly passed to our cell tissue through the capillaries. Okay, then where it goes? It goes into the cell tissue. It goes to the different cell, different tissue. Okay, organ, body organ. Okay, so very simple. When left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood passes into the aorta. Aorta is divided into different branches, that is called artery. The smaller form of aorta is called artery. Even we have limited number of artery. Again, this artery cannot able to supply whole part of our body. So this artery is further dividing into arterioles. Even arterioles cannot able to divide to the different parts of our body. Then again, you can see that these arterioles are further divided into the capillaries. Capillaries are mainly single layer, just like a hair-like structure, having single layer, so which is helping for exchange of gases between the blood and tissue. Now you can see from the capillaries, our cell tissue, body organs, they receive oxygen. So it receives oxygen. So it receives oxygen, nutrients, we can say. So oxygen nutrients are received by cell tissue. Now our cell tissue, we discussed that in starting. Cell tissue is producing huge amount of carbon dioxide. So lots of CO2 is also released by cell tissue. So these are as a byproduct, as a waste product. Now our blood becomes deoxygenated. So the blood becomes deoxygenated. This deoxygenated blood. Okay, now you can see here deoxygenated. This deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood is mainly again carried by venules. Okay, lots of venules combined together become vein. We discussed that. Lots of veins combined together become vena cava. So we have superior vena cava. Okay, this is called superior vena cava, and this is called inferior vena cava, which mainly gives to the inferior vena cava. Now it gives to right atrium. This process is called systemic circulation. So very simple, we discussed that what is called systemic circulation. It is the lung circulation in our body, lung circuit. Okay, we can see whole parts of our body receiving each and every, even brain, okay, lower part of our body, every parts of our body receive oxygenated blood through the systemic circulation. So it is a long circuit. It is a short circuit. Pulmonary circulation is short circuit. Just to see, it is a very smaller channel. Okay, when only goes into the lungs, oxygenated and back to the blood. So it is a short circuit, it is a long circuit. Okay, so we will see that when the left ventricle pumps blood, you can see the blood mainly passes into the aorta. Through the aorta, it goes to the artery. Through the artery, supplied to the different cell, different tissue, different body organ, gives oxygen and nutrients to the cell tissue, and all those deoxygenated blood brings back by superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and gives to the right atrium. So very simple. When left ventricle, okay, when left ventricle pumps blood goes into aorta. So aorta is directly connected to the left ventricle. Now aorta is divided into further smaller branches, that is called artery. Arteries are further divided into arterioles. Arterioles are further divided into very fine hair-like structure, capillaries. These capillaries, okay, mainly supply oxygen, nutrients, okay, between the blood and cell tissue. So from blood, cell tissue, body organ, different system of our body, they receive oxygen. So in our cell tissue, huge amount of oxygen, metabolic waste products are produced due to the metabolic respiration. So carbon dioxide now is released out. That is called now blood become deoxygenated blood. This deoxygenated blood is collected by superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, and it gives at last to the right ventricle. So you can see superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. They collect deoxygenated blood and gives to the right atrium. So this process is called systemic circulation. So there in simple diagram we discussed about systemic circulation, and you can say that pulmonary circulation. Now next we are going to discuss about coronary circulation. So now the next topic is called coronary circulation. We'll see what is coronary circulation. So we'll see coronary circulation. Okay, so what is called coronary circulation? Coronary circulation means a type of blood circulation with the help of coronary artery. So here coronary artery play important role. What is called coronary artery? Coronary arteries are very narrow artery which supply blood to the heart muscle. Actually our heart muscle working continuous, our heartbeat, okay, even we are taking rest while sleep also our heart keeps working. So our heart also require huge amount of oxygen, huge amount of nutrients. So for our heart muscle, okay, we have a special type of circulation which only supply to the heart muscle, that is called coronary circulation. So what is called coronary circulation? With the help of coronary artery, okay, from our aorta, one small, narrow, very small, narrow artery originates, that is called coronary artery. These coronary arteries are mainly divided into right coronary artery, left coronary artery. Right coronary artery supply oxygenated blood to the right part of our heart muscle. Left coronary artery supply oxygenated blood to the left part of our heart muscle. So this is called the coronary circulation. Very, very simple what is called coronary circulation. So what is the coronary circulation means? Our heart is working continuous throughout our life without taking rest. So as it requires huge amount of oxygen and nutrients. So who is supplying oxygen and nutrient to our heart muscle? Mainly coronary artery is supplying to the heart muscle. So coronary artery is a narrow artery, okay, which supply blood to the heart muscle. This is called coronary circulation. So from our aorta, okay, always remember, from our aorta is the largest which is connected to the left ventricle. Left ventricle always carry the oxygenated blood. Now we have coronary artery. We have right coronary artery, which is divided into right coronary artery. Then we have left coronary artery. We have left coronary artery, who is supplied to the only heart muscle. Okay, heart muscle. So once a heart muscle, so we discussed that. So here once the blood become deoxygenated, that is collected by superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Now what will happen? Coronary arteries are mainly supplying oxygenated blood to the heart muscle. Now once the blood become deoxygenated, then who is supplying? Then which blood vessel collect this deoxygenated blood from our heart? We have coronary sinuses. So there is called coronary sinuses. Okay, coronary sinuses. These are mainly the blood vessel which collect deoxygenated blood from our heart muscle. At last it gives to our blood circulation, mainly in our vena cava, or you can see in the right atrium towards, okay, blood vessels, mainly vena cava. Okay, vena cava. So this is called the coronary circulation. I'll show one diagram of coronary circulation, very simple diagram. So this, okay, this diagram, this is the structure of heart. In this structure of heart, you can see here, this is called the aorta. Okay, this is known as the red one. The red color is called the aorta. From the aorta, if you see here, from aorta, this is called aorta. Aorta always carry oxygenated blood. So you can see this is called coronary. Red color is called the coronary arteries and blue color is called the coronary sinuses. So here you can see the diagram. So this is called the heart structure. This is called superior vena cava. This is called superior vena cava, and toward downward we have inferior vena cava. This is called the aorta. This is the artery. Okay. Now from aorta we can see here, this is called the red color, which is known as the coronary artery. Now you can see coronary artery divided into different branches, smaller branches which supply oxygen nutrients to the individual heart muscle, cardiac myocyte. Our heart muscle require oxygen and nutrients. Now you can see every red color is called the coronary artery which are supplying oxygen nutrient to our heart muscle. So after some times when our heart muscle takes oxygen and our heart muscle is continuous working, metabolic respiration is also happening, our heart is also synthesizing ATP. So our heart muscle also produce huge amount of carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide, okay, now blood become deoxygenated. Such deoxygenated blood is now again collected by, you can see this is the coronary sinuses, just like a vein collect a deoxygenated blood from different parts of our body. Similarly, we have coronary sinuses which are indicated with the help of blue color. They collect deoxygenated from our heart muscle and gives to our vena cava. So this is the example how coronary. So you can see in the whole outer part, just to see on the outer part. So coronary circulation present on outer part of our heart muscle. So this is called the outer part of our heart, and outer part you can see a well distributed blood vessels we can see. So red color indicate coronary artery supplying oxygenated blood to the heart muscle. The bluish color collect the deoxygenated from our heart muscle and gives to our vena cava. So in vena cava is carry deoxygenated blood and mixed to our blood circulation. Again process become okay a cyclic. So this is called the coronary circulation. So we have completed. So three type of circulation: pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation, and coronary circulation. I hope you likes my video. Please subscribe and like. And if you want any other topics, please comment in the chat box. Thank you to everyone.